Understanding economy beyond money, a working desk meditation. Welcome. From a fellow traveler. Please open your meditation journal and write the keywords for today's meditation at the top of a new page. Understanding economy beyond money. Draw your empty circle, your point of pure focus and intent on the top half of your notebook page. Trace over it with your finger a few times to reinforce your focus. Today's meditation invites us to explore a deeper meaning of economy, one that goes beyond money, wealth, and material exchange. Most of us have been taught to think of economy only in terms of money, earning it, spending it, and managing resources. But this is only one layer. True economy is cosmic. It is a principle that governs everything from galaxies to atoms, from stars to human lives. As the ancient wisdom says, as above, so below. Spiritual teacher Lucille Cederkranz offers a powerful definition of economy. She describes it as the interaction of three fundamental elements: energy, force, and substance. We are familiar with substance, the material things we accumulate, like money, possessions, and resources. But the other two aspects, energy and force, are often overlooked. And yet, they are just as real, and even more essential to our evolution. Our society teaches us that the more material substance we have, the more powerful we are. But that's not true power. That's just accumulation. So why are we in physical bodies at all? Could it be that we're here to learn how to work with energy and force, not just substance? And to use these subtle powers to align ourselves with the greater purpose of life and cosmos. Today, in meditation, we'll try to become more conscious of our energy and force, and explore how we can begin using them to uplift the world around us. Energy, your power, purpose, and will. Energy is your inner drive, your will to good, your spiritual purpose. It's not visible, but if focused clearly, it manifests into action and form. Take a moment to bring awareness to the crown center of your head. Feel the bright, radiant white light of spiritual energy. Imagine it pulsing outward, like ripples, through your head center. Let yourself sit quietly with this presence. Let the energy rise with you. This is your creative power, the will of the soul. Groups and nations also have energy that is focused or unfocused. For example, the failure of world governments to act in response to the climate emergency. Indeed, the reason we face a climate emergency in the first place is an energy problem, a problem of will. Ponder on how the energy of world governments relative to Gaia, the living Earth system, has resulted in the current situation. Ask yourself, how can a change in energy be accomplished? Force, your consciousness, love, beauty, and joy. Force is your consciousness, expressed as love, beauty, and joy. This is the soul's ability to shape the world through its qualities. Bring your attention to your heart center. Visualize soft light blue threads of love flowing from your heart. Feel them radiating outward. Gentle, strong, intelligent. Touching the world where healing, peace and joy are needed. Ask yourself, how can I love more deeply than I ever thought possible? What does it mean to use love as a force for good? Ponder, also, on a national scale. Ask yourself, why do nations focus so heavily on armed forces, rather than forces of love, beauty, and joy? It is hard for us to imagine what a society that focused on energy, will, and force, love, would even look like. As we learn to work consciously with energy and force, we become co-creators with the cosmos. We begin to express real power, not through what we collect, but through what we radiate. When you have completed your meditation, record any symbols that came to you within the circle you have drawn in your journal. This is my symbolic representation of today's meditation. Your representation may be very different. We each experience the energy differently. In the space below your circle, record any thoughts that arose as you contemplated or meditated. When you are finished, trace over the circle and all of the symbols within it, as a way to radiate goodwill and close the meditation. Please join us for our next meditation, and, in the meantime, remember that you are more than a physical being. You are energy. You are love. You are a force for good in the world.